Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? It's a pleasure having you here. Yes, indeed. If you can hear me, if you can see me, let me know. You can comment in the section over there if you are here with me. It's a pleasure having you here. So I'm just going to wait for you to comment. And then once you comment, then we can get this ball rolling. So I want to say thank you for joining me. It's indeed a pleasure. And of course, we are here to talk about the business of trading, the business of investment. We're here to look at the Forex market from the beginner's point of view, right? So, okay, seems the person that just joined signed out now. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a little freestyle until I have some audience. And assuming I don't have audience in good time, then I will just as well uh, sign out and then reach out to everybody in the Telegram trading community, right? So by the way, it's a new community that we just launched about a week plus now. And we're trying to, the scope of the community is to gather a lot of new and struggling traders, those that want to learn about the business the proper way. It's going to be our own quiet area, excuse me. It's going to be our own quiet area. We're going to be having like discussions like this, live Q&A sessions, right? Where you can ask questions about the MetaTrader 4 for those that don't know how to use it, how to place stop loss, take profits, and the rest. We'll also look at the likes of fundamentals, the likes of technical analysis. We'll look at risk management and, of course, things that have to do with trading psychology, right? So if you can hear me, kindly type in the chat section and you can hear me, right? It would be good for us to get some audience, right? I repeat, it would be good for us to get some audience from you. So if you can hear, kindly type in the chat section, right? So, um, we are going to be discussing about trading psychology, as I was saying, and then trading psychology has to do with your emotions, right? It has to do with the emotions of the trader with respect to when you are happy, when you are sad, when you are angry. The times that you can be sad, angry, or whatever the case might be, even happy, is when you are either making money or losing money. And this is something that happens to a lot of traders. And this usually affects traders negatively. And that's why today we are going to be discussing everything from general point of view when it comes to investing in the financial market. So once again, if you can hear me, kindly type in the chat section. I need feedback from the person that is here. And if I don't get feedback, I'll just do a bit of discussion. And then after the discussion, then I'll call it a day and then report back to those in the trading community in the Telegram group, right? And give everybody update. But then one thing I want to state is that based on what we are going to be discussing, right? That is investing in the financial market, right? One thing you need to also note that this market carries a high level of risk, meaning that trading the financial market, right, is rather volatile. And if you don't know what you are doing, if you don't know how to protect your account the proper way, and that's the aspect of risk management, then you might as well end up losing a lot of money, if not even the entire capital, right? Which is something that happens to traders. And as we said, we just launched the trading community for new and struggling traders. I repeat, we just launched the trading community for new and struggling traders, right? So please ensure that you understand the risk behind this business, and then you do the needful by protecting your account accordingly, right? Which is very, very key. So once again, I say welcome, welcome, welcome. It's indeed a pleasure having you here, right? And a quick introduction about myself. My name is Tolu Olatunji. I am a trader, an analyst, and a coach. And I've been trading for more than 10 years, but at the very beginning, it obviously wasn't going according to plan. Trading was all over the place. I'm sure some of you can relate to that. Lots of losses, lots of crashed accounts, emotions all over the place, but I didn't give up. And then I decided to learn the proper way. I had a few people that I subscribed to here and there to the paid section. And then I started to grow gradually. I started to understand the risk. I started to understand the risk to reward ratio as well, right? I started to understand a lot of things, how to control your emotions, how to develop and implement a trading plan. I started to understand things that I was obviously blind to. Don't forget, if you are here, comment in the section. Let's know that you are here, right? And then we continue with the information. And you can also ask questions if you have. Don't forget, this is the foundation of trading, and we're trying to introduce everybody, for those that are new and for those that are struggling, try to introduce everybody to the business the proper way, because most people are definitely not going about the business the proper way. Okay, so let's continue with the information that we have. We are not going to take way too much of your time, right? So I'm just going to breeze through the information that I have. And then, as I said, you are either new or struggling, right? You are either a new trader or you're a struggling trader. And that's what we want to focus on today, right? That's what we want to focus on today. But before we even continue, we need to find out why invest in the business. Why do you want to invest in this business, right? I know a lot of people say, hey, I want to make money. I want to make money. Yes, we all want to make money, but it's not just about the making money aspect, right? We want to be financially free. But one thing I always tell people, yes, we all want to make money, whether you're doing the 9 to 5 or you are here or you are there. But the truth now is that we are investing because of that thing called time. We want to be able to control our time. We want to be able to have freedom. There are a lot of people that are doing the 9 to 5, but they don't have the time. They have the money, but they don't have the time to spend it, right? So now we are going to be looking at that aspect of time, and that aspect of time has to do with what we call retirement, meaning that how would you feel if you can retire early? If you are 25 or you're 30, you're just fresh out of college, out of the university, and then you can retire even before you get a job. How would that make you feel? I want to believe that you feel good. And that's why we are here to talk about why to invest based on retirement. Apart from retirement, I always tell people that when you leave your money in the bank, it's a bad idea. I repeat, when you leave your money in the bank, it's a bad idea. Why did we say it's a bad idea? It's a bad idea simply because of what we call inflation. I'm sure you've been hearing about inflation for a while now. You've all been hearing about inflation with respect to when your money is in the bank, and then what's happening in the world globally. You notice something. You notice that your $100 is no more $100. The value of that $100 has dropped. Meaning that if your $100 could get you a Ferrari, right? Maybe last year or 2 years ago, that same $100 cannot get that Ferrari again because the value of that $100 has depreciated because of a lot of things happening in the world, right? Right from the COVID-19 period, to the war in Ukraine, to the unrest, China, Taiwan, to US, China, even the trade wars, everything, even what's happening now with Israel and Palestine, everything all over the world is affecting the economy at large. Now, if you're in Nigeria, as an example, we already know what's happening there. The price of food, the price of petrol, gas, everything has more or less like tripled, right? Inflation is on a high. So you would know that that money, assuming it is 10,000 naira that you could use to buy, let's say you could buy gas before. like for cooking gas. That 10,000 naira cannot buy the cooking gas now, right? And that's what inflation is all about. Now, lots of reasons why we need to invest, but the main ones I normally like to mention now is retirement. Because when you retire, automatically, it means that you have time for yourself and then you have money. Because most times people retire, they have the pension and the likes. So you are retiring into money and then you have time. But you do not want to retire when you are 60 or 65 or 70. Why not retire at 25, 30, 40 at an early age, right? So that you can do what? You can travel the world, you can buy that car that you always wanted, that you always dreamed of. You can always, buy that car, that house, go on vacations whenever you want, and so on. Spend quality time with family. There's a lot of reasons why retirement is an advantage. Early retirement, that is, right? So a quick one based on the intro to the business. If you don't know, once again, this is for the new traders, and then also the struggling traders. So when we say the new traders, it is now for us to understand who is a new trader and who is a struggling trader. A new trader, is one, right? A new trader is one who has probably heard about the business but hasn't placed a trade. Has heard about the business but hasn't even opened a demo account and so on, right? But then is really interested because of the advantages, because of the benefits of trading, right? As a new trader. And who's a struggling trader? A struggling trader is one that has started a business maybe a few weeks ago, a few months, or even a few years ago, but then didn't approach the business the proper way. And then before you know it, having so many challenges, so many issues, and so on. So new and struggling traders, I'll say that they're not far off from each other. But then if we look at what we have in front of us, what is trading, why to trade, when to trade, who can trade, where, and then the tools needed. Very simple. Trading is what? Simply the buying and selling. The buying and selling of different financial instruments like Forex, like the cryptos, like the stocks, commodities, and so on. And when we say Forex, we're talking about the likes of euros, USD, pounds, Canadian dollars. When you talk about cryptos, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dash, Ripple, lots of cryptos. You have commodities, charcoal, sugar, cotton. You have so many instruments that you can trade, right? And of course, you get all of these instruments from a broker. A broker is that middle person between yourself and the market. So the broker provides the platform and then also provides the access to those instruments. Okay. So why do you need to trade? We just talked about that now for retirement and of course for time. You're trying to save time and of course trying to beat inflation. The only way to beat inflation is to invest. You can't work harder. You're working harder in your 9 to 5. Is your salary going to increase? I very much doubt that. I want to believe we're on the same page, right? Now, when can you trade? It's a 24-hour market, so you can trade in the morning, afternoon, and night. It opens more or less Monday to Friday. And that's a good one for a lot of people, right? So you can trade any time of the day as long as you know what you are doing. Who can trade? Anybody and everybody, as long as you are of the right age, as long as you can open a bank account, right? So who can trade? Whether you're a doctor, lawyer, engineer, students, you can trade the financial market. Where can you trade? You can trade from anywhere in the world. It's an online business. And then the tools that you need are simple. The tools that you need are simply the internet-enabled device, which is what you're using to connect to us now. It could be the smartphone, the laptop, or the desktop devices, or even your tablet. And then, of course, you need your internet. And that's what you need. That's what you have, right? And then you need something. You need the platform we just mentioned. The platform is known as the MetaTrader, MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. And then you have other platforms by other providers as well. Whatever platform you are using basically is simply to enter the market and then to exit the market. That's where you place your trades from. And then finally, you need knowledge. Knowledge is actually the most important aspect of this business. And knowledge is the major thing that traders are lacking. You have your smartphone, you have your desktop or tablet or whatever, laptop, right? You have that already. You have the internet. You can easily get the platform from the broker. And then knowledge. That's one thing that people lack. And then before you know it, the trading is all over the place. And then before you know it also, they struggle a lot, have losses, and so on. So these things that we're talking about are very key, very, very important for us to understand. And then as we proceed now, just a quick one based on the trading facts. The truth now about the business is that you're going to make money and then you're going to lose money. But people don't like the aspect of when they lose money, right? They don't like that aspect of when they lose money. And then because of that, the losses affects them. They like it when they make money, obviously. We all want to make money. But the truth now is not all your trades are going to be winners. That's one thing you need to understand. And that's what we talked about earlier, that aspect of the risk. Make sure that your risk is small and then your reward is bigger. So you can have lots of losses, but because the risk is small, you have lots of small losses. And because your reward is bigger, your profit is bigger, it easily takes care of your losses. Trading is like riding a bicycle. It's not how many times you fall, but it's that you pick yourself up and then you continue. And of course, you will not find trades every day. I repeat, you will not find trades every day. That's the business for you. Is it every time you open up a shop that you have sales? No. So you can't really predict when you have trade opportunities. You could have today, tomorrow, you might not have at all, and so on. Greed is also a killer. One thing people need to know is that greed is a killer. And when we talk about greed, this obviously means when you are making money, you're having profits, everything is going well according to plan, you want more, you want more. And then before you know it, that greed takes over, it takes control. And because you want more, you'd end up putting in way too much. That way too much is putting a bigger risk on every trade. And before you know, the bigger risk would easily mean what? Bigger losses, right? So we're going to be rounding up soon. If you have any questions, feel free to chip in and ask your question. So now, the road to what? The road to success. What is the road to success? The road to success is simply what? It's simply getting the right information. Number one, the road to success is simply getting the right information. And then when we say getting the right information, we mean education. After the aspect of education, it's now for you to what? It's now for you to practice, 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 right? And then as you practice, you do what? Based on the outcome of your practice, you can either go back to first step and then get proper education, look at the education again, practice some more until you get the right outcome that you want. You could also have a mentor, right, that could help you with this cycle of education, practice, and then outcome. Because a lot of people, they don't even have the education, but then they're trading, right? How would they get the proper outcome that they want? It's more or less trial and error that a lot of people are doing today, right? So now, with that said, a mentor would also be good. And these are the major things that we will be covering. And for those that are in the trading community on the Telegram, if you noticed, there is already a video that covers all of these things here. We talked about a video for the intro to the business, intro to the MetaTrader 4 trading application, how to use it the proper way, market analysis based on fundamentals and technical analysis, and then risk management. Risk management has to do with minimizing your risk and then maximizing your reward. Psychology, trading plan, trading journal, trading management, trading goal, everything that has to do with your emotions that can help you to manage your emotions accordingly, right? So with that said, if you have any question, feel free to ask. This is where we'll be stopping for the day, right? As I said, this is going to be a thing of, we're going to be doing this like Q&A. You introduce yourself, you tell us a bit about yourself, about your trading, and then we see how we can help you out. So I want to say thank you guys for joining me. It has indeed been a good one. And I want to believe that you guys have gotten something today. I want to believe that you guys have learned something that could easily be beneficiary to you and your trading. If you have any question, feel free to ask. And we are going to try to open up the Telegram section very soon for people to comment, for people to be able to chit chat with one another. But then don't forget, it's not a place where we're going to be doing more or less, I want to buy now, I want to sell now. It's not a place for signals. It's basically a place where we're going to be helping you to break down the business further, right? And then you need further assistance. The link, the pinned link on the trading group, right, on the CSA Forex community is where you can watch the training videos, where you watch the webinar, talking about the MetaTrader 4, talking about the market analysis, risk management, and then psychology. And then you have other aspects there. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, watch educational videos, watch other videos like analysis video, as we tend to do analysis video, intraday videos, even long-term videos like swing trading videos and so on, just to help everybody out. So we have a lot for you that you can use and then benefit from, and then it's going to help you at the end of the day. So I want to say thank you for joining us. It has indeed been a good one. Reach out through the link. There's also a contact us section through the link. Reach out and then we'll see how we can help you out the more. But thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of the day and catch you soon enough. Cheers.